Good afternoon, everyone. I'm opening this meeting of the Platting Board at 1 p.m. Madam Clerk, the roll, please.
Plotting member Shabeta.
Present.
Plotting member Liebing. Present. Plotting member Cohn.
Present.
Plotting member Salmon.
Present.
Plotting member Traxler.
Present.
Plotting member Krieger.
Present.
Plotting member Burtz.
Present.
Madam Chair, we have a quorum.
Thank you. Can we stand for the pledge, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Are there any changes or objections to the agenda today? Seeing none, can I get a motion to approve?
I move we approve the agenda for the meeting of April 17th.
Thank you. Can I get a second?
Second.
Thank you, Sandra. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes from our last meeting on April 3rd?
I move we approve the minutes from April 3rd.
Thank you, Sandra. Can you get a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Eric. Okay, I will open public testimony for persons online or present that have something to talk about that's not scheduled for a public hearing. Does anybody have anything to say that's not on the agenda? Anybody online? Nobody's online. I'm closing public hearing. There's no unfinished business. There's no reconsideration or appeals. So on the agenda today, we have Northern Sky Estates. The request is to create 2 lots from tax parcel A5, northeast quarter section and west 1/2, northeast 1/4, southeast 1/4, to be known as Northern Sky Estates, containing 39.91 acres plus or minus. The property is located north of West Horizon Drive, south of West Hazel Avenue, and west of South Knickoos Bay Road, within the east half section 13, Township 16 North, Range 03 West, Seward Meridian, Alaska, in the Kinnick Fairview Community Council and in Assembly District number 5. Ex parte. Do you or any member of your immediate family have a substantial financial interest in any property affected by this decision, or will you recognize a foreseeable profit as a result of this decision? Seeing none. Have you received or otherwise engaged in an ex parte contact with the applicant, other parties interested in the application, or members of the public concerning the application or issues presented in this application, either before the application or during any period of time the matter is submitted for decision outside of the public process provided by the borough? Seeing none, are you able to be impartial in this decision? Thank you. Madam Clerk, the mailings, please.
Yes, there was 56 public notices mailed March 25th, 2025.
Thank you. Matt, staff report.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Matthew Goddard, Platting Technician. So the proposed subdivision is creating 2 lots utilizing West Big Dipper and West Milky Way Lane for access for both of them. Petitioner is proposing the dedication of a 60-foot by 354-foot public use easement to provide legal access to parcel A7, which is adjacent to the northwest of the property. The public use easement dedication is being proposed to satisfy the requirements of Borough Code 4320-060D, and a topographic narrative was submitted pursuant to Borough Code 4320-281A1II. This can be seen at exhibit page 6. Topographic mapping and as-built information were submitted pursuant to code and can be seen at Exhibit Page 7. The Borough Department of Public Works Pre-Design and Engineering Division noted that the right-of-way dedication at the end of Big Dipper Drive needs to be extended to allow for a T turnaround that would meet the requirements of the 2022 Subdivision Construction Manual. This is seen at recommendation number 4. The Borough Permit Center had no comments. Platting staff notes that the staff report did have them stating a driveway permit would be required, but that was in error, so not needed. At the time the staff report was written, there were no comments received from the public in response to the notice of public hearing. After the report was written, we received 2 comments with no objections. These are in your handout. In conclusion, the preliminary plat of Northern Sky Estates is consistent with Alaska statutes and Borough Code. There were no objections received from any federal or state agencies, borough departments, or utilities. There were no objections received from the public in response to the notice of public hearing. There were 2 non-objections received. Legal and physical access does exist for both lots, and a topographic narrative was submitted pursuant to code. Staff recommends approval of Northern Sky Estates with 6 findings of fact and 7 recommendations for conditions of approval.
Thank you, Mr. Goddard. Does the board have any questions for staff? No questions? Oh, you have one?
I have a kind of a funny question. Is this a power line trail that runs through that corner there? The south corner? Okay, that's what I thought. Thank you.
Any other questions? Seeing none. Would the petitioner or the representative like to speak right now or wait? Okay. I'm going to open public hearing for this case. Is there anyone present that would like to speak? Anybody online? Nobody's online, nobody present. Closing public hearing. Petitioner would like to come up and speak now?
Hi, I'm Dana with Lavender Survey and Mapping. We accept conditions of approval. Are there any questions you guys have for me directly? Okay.
No questions? Thank you. Can I get a motion from the board?
I move to approve the preliminary plat of Northern Sky Estates, Section 13, Township 16 North, Range 3 West, Seward Meridian, Alaska, contingent on staff recommendations.
Thank you, Chris. Can I get a second?
Second?
Amanda? Okay. Discussion? No discussion? Is there any objection? No objection? Well, it looks like the motion's been approved. So we have no items of business or miscellaneous. Platting staff comments?
Thank you, Madam Chair. This is Fred Wagner, Platting Officer for the Mat-Su Borough. We have 3 cases at our next hearing date on May 1st. I will also note that we will be a bit of a time crunch on May 1st as the Assembly has scheduled a meeting for 4 o'clock on May 1st. So we may wind up continuing if we're not able to finish our business in the time allotted. Madam Clerk, do you have anything?
No comment.
Board comments? Go ahead, Amanda.
I noticed my name is not on the website yet. It's on the agendas, but it's not on the website.
Thanks. I'll go ahead and get that added.
Any other board comments?
Just one. I'll be absent May 1st. I'll be out of state.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you, Sydney. Any other board comments?
I have just one. So I submitted my letter of resignation earlier this morning. So this will be my last meeting. Just want to thank everybody on the board. And I want to thank Fred for putting up with me and the staff for putting up with Fred.
To go with that.
And with that, thank you very much.
Well, I'm going to miss you. Yeah, it was good serving with you. I wish you well, and your wife. Any other board comments? Seeing none?
I have a quick question, and I probably should have asked this while we were talking about this, but when we have a power line like this running through a parcel, does a structure have to then stay 25 feet off of those lines? Or
No,
is there any setback?
the setbacks are only to property lines and right-of-way lines.
Okay. Okay, got it.
Well, public use easement, right, a right-of-way line would, a public use easement would also be, you'd have a 25-foot to that because it's a right-of-way.
Right.
But not a, no, utility easements do not.
Do not apply. Okay, thank you for answering that.
Anybody else? All righty.
Madam Chair. Wyatt Anderson, Platting Sap. I also submitted my letter of resignation, so my final meeting with you guys will be on May 1st.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. People are abandoning ship.
So if you know anybody who's got experience with title or surveying or platting in general, wants to be a platting tech,
I would say it's worth it to work under Fred. It's a fair wage for that. And I really don't have any issues with the job. It is a good career, especially for somebody my age. I got very lucky, very blessed with the almost 18-month career I've had with the borough. But just due to some recent life changes, me and my wife have decided that we're going to leave state. We're both born and raised here, and we're kind of tired of living in a cold place. So we're going to move to a hot place, but neither of us have ever done that. So we're selling everything and moving to Utah, and that's kind of the extent of our plan. But May 1st will be my final meeting here.
Well, I wish you and your wife well.
Thank you.
Thank you for serving. All righty, anybody else?
Fred, I would say you could recruit from real estate offices probably, or title companies or something like that. But not the title, don't do from the title companies because we need them.
Anybody else? All righty, well, this planning board is adjourned at 1:14 p.m. I had